You know, in our churches, yeah. Do you think just going back to the mental health we were talking about at the beginning? Do you think that's like some that? Have you ever heard anyone discuss that in your church, especially?
No. Now I've gone to many different churches. I've been in ministry since 2014. So that's music, preaching, or whatever it is. Yeah. And in our African churches, no. I've gone to white churches, and it is spoken about. There is days where it's not no God. It's just
taking care of yourself.
Taking care of your mental health.
Yeah, mental health. Yeah.
Is it that African people don't know how to talk about it? They don't know how to advise on it?
It's not.
Or is it just they don't? Yeah. They don't see it as a problem, but it's definitely a problem.
It is a problem, but I mean, to them, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I remember when a girl came, she was in church, and they were trying to do an open forum. You know that one thing when they
anonymous
always flop.
Let's kind of ask the adults questions or whatever it is, and she writes down a question like, "I'm sad and I don't know why. Can you help me?" And they get the video, or sorry, the piece of paper to the auntie, and she opens it and she says, "I'm sad."
What are you sad about?
So why are you sad? You're sad because of your phones. Right? So that's how they deal with people who are dealing with...
They're just irritated.
Something mentally. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or the emotional side of things. And they just treat it like, oh, this is because you have your phones. And I remember they tried to do that in my church, actually. And I said, that's the reason why the youths don't listen to you lot. Because you proper treat us like we're not human beings. And say, if you don't take time to understand where we are at, why would we listen to you? So you don't understand the addiction to social media.
You don't get it.
Right?
It's not a problem to them.
Right, because you could go...
Sorry, I'm really, really sorry, yeah?
You
don't understand the addiction to social media, one.
Yeah.
But they never like to account for the fact that they're addicted themselves.
Whoa.
Facebook.
No, bro, Facebook.
WhatsApp.
No, but it's dead ass true.
100. And that's the problem, right? It's like, for us, we deal with... and I'm not going to say everybody, but I'm saying there's the comparison thing on a big level. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And there's this perception that, these people have an amazing life, and so then it can make you...
As opposed to myself, yeah.
Right, you reflect on yourself and see that your life may be terrible compared to theirs, because it's a social media thing.
Yeah.
You go into like a depression stage or whatever it is, and so they say it's because of your phone. But it's just like a whole... Do you know what I mean? There's a whole load of things involved with that to just blame it on a phone. And when you just give an ignorant or dismissive comment like that, you're not going to get anyone to open up to you again.
But I think the thing is, as well, is a lot of parents especially have like that. The children usually give them that kind of one chance.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, I'm trying to open up here.
I'm
trying to test the water, see what I get back. I'm like, so mom, I'm going through this, and I was like, and then the response is like, oh, okay, so you're not the one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you about that. Yeah.
Or like sometimes, depending on the child, like I'm not talking about anything. Period. That's just it. You've ruined it.
You've blocked off the stage, or
and like I think that's the case on a grander scale in church. Because, like, especially in that scenario that you said, she had an opportunity to say something anonymously that's troubling her.
Yeah.
Imagine what she felt like sitting there when she heard back. It's because of your phone. Yeah. It's like, I don't even use my phone that much.
Right.
And the adults probably laugh when the person said that, innit?
Yeah. Well, they laugh, but it's not like a it's like a... that type of laugh.
Yeah, it's like...
Disregarded.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yo, have you lot ever talked to your parents about your mental?
No.
Nah. Like, when I was in uni, they asked me how's uni going. Is it stressful? It was stressful, but I said, nah, I'm dealing with it.
Yeah. It's
all right. Because to talk to someone about your mental health, you have to have a relationship with them. Like, your blood, but the relationship is different. Have to know how to talk to them. You're going to have to want to talk to them as well. Because when you talk to someone about your problems, it's because they can give you good advice.
True.
Right.
They can give. So if you're going to your parents, for most of our parents, mental health is seen as what is the devil that's attacking you, it's the devil that's doing you. But we're humans. We're humans. That's why there's therapists and all them people. Like, they're there to be used. If certain people ask me what's good, I'll open up to them because we have that relationship and I know they can give good advice. Yeah. And I'm comfortable enough around them that they won't start gossiping about me behind my back to other people. That I can open. I'm confident that, well, guys, like, this is it. But some other people, and there's this thing that people open up to anyone. And I find that just bizarre.
But do you know what? As bizarre as I find it, yeah, I'm kind of jealous of them to a certain degree.
Because they're able to open
You reckon?
Because they're able to open up.
Fam, I remember one day in college,
No, because sorry for cutting you off here. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know any other answer to give than I'm good.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Do you get what I mean?
I hear that.
I don't even know how to say I'm not good, or
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
Do you get what I mean? All I know how to say is, yo, man, I'm alright, bro.
But I feel I'm doing some what's it called? Self-analyzation or something. Self-analyzation.
You know what? Because we're serious.
You're toned. I'm
serious.
Forget. No. It's right though. Self-analyzation, self-analysis.
Analysis.
Okay,
yeah, use that.
Okay.
Use that one.
It's analyzation as well.
Nah, bro, you are dancing on the edge of that.
Self-analyzation.
I'm gonna Google it because you
self. No, it's alright. It's alright, bro. It's alright, bro. It's alright, bro.
Analyze.
That's a word though. Self-analyzation.
Nah, you didn't pronounce it right. That's the problem. At the start,
self-analyzation.
right now.
Lucky.
I was a bit emotional, guys, talking about my feelings here.
All right, man.
Sorry, bro.
What was I saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I hear some self, because I remember back
He's
in
about to laugh.
What?
He's about to laugh. Oh, he's about to laugh.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna air you out.
I remember. No, I use it right anyways. I'm confident. I remember back in the day. Yeah, I was not like I couldn't open up to anybody, fam.
Yeah.
No goddamn body. But I feel I've gotten better with it because of the people I have around me as well. Because everyone's open, and if you just have someone to open up to, and they can open up to you back, man, that's a big plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to bottle up things a lot, fam. There was a time that I just explode and I was like, wow, I can explode like this. Big man, like I was bottling things up for years and nothing happened. But there always comes a time where the thing is just overflowing.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah,
that's it, bro.
Do you know what? I used to ask I remember I asked one of my friends this one time, and she was genuinely confused, right? Because I first asked myself when I was doing the self-analyzation, the question I asked myself was, how do I want people to be there for me?
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I hear that.
Because should I tell you what it is? I don't need a voice of reason most times. Most times I just need a listening ear.
Yeah, right. That's what. So people just want to vent.
Because I know what I need to do, or I know what needs to be done. It's just
say it.
I'm emotional right now, so I just want to vent.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Get yourself a girlfriend, bro.
No, but like, you know when sometimes when you're talking to your
loud.
friends, but you know when sometimes you're talking to your friends or talking to someone that they just don't get, and they just like giving you advice. Sorry, boss, I don't need.
I don't need advice. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I whenever my friend was like, "Yo, how do I be here for you? Like, what do you need me to do?
Yeah.
Do you need us to analyze the situation?
Yeah.
Or do you need us to talk through it? Or do you just need me to listen?
Yeah, I'm the same with you, bro.
Do you get what I mean?
I'm more of the person who just kind of like, I know exactly what I go on. Do you know what I mean? I just want to just say it to you. Like, I remember...
Or get it off my chest.
Yeah, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, and especially, like, bro, just bringing it back to the church and kind of like the African culture and stuff like that. With my mom, I've actually just been able to start, like, letting her get into my mental. So, like... It was one time I was frustrated and I think I had bare bills to pay and then just so many things to do. And she was actually pressing me. And I said, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? And it was kind of like that explosion type of thing. And I said, yo, you don't know what's going on. Yeah. You don't know what's going on here. I'm done. Do you know what I mean? I was proper in a bad state, And she proper like shook. Do you know that type of thing there?
Yeah.
And instead of approach being... defensive, like, hey. She's like, she came to me the next day, and that's how I like it, bro. When I'm hot, don't come and try and
Give me space.
give me that
Give me
space.
space.
When I'm calm, and I've actually obviously reacted to my mom. I've kind of like, I've never rude to my mom.
Yeah.
But I've kind of like let her know, like, yo, man's not okay in it. And I left the room, went to bed, and so the next morning she came and she, David, I love the way she approached it, bro.
Yeah.
And then so I was able to start speaking about what I'm going through and stuff like that. And so nowadays, especially with like the recent events of the last like 2 weeks in my life, she's just been like speaking. Do you know what I mean? And I let her know, Mom, yo, pray for me because right now my head is all over the place and I feel like I'm diving into a space that I don't want to go to. Do you know that type of thing? And she would talk to me and proper give me good advice on that thing. Because at that moment, I needed advice from my mom. And at different moments, say when I'm speaking to my girl sometimes, I just want to tell you.
What's going on?
In case I start moving AWOL or if I start moving mad. No, not mad. When I mean mad, I don't mean like...
Yeah.
Maybe slightly out of character. Or whatever.
She knows what I want.
She knows what I want. So I'm just letting you know. I don't need advice right now. I'm telling you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like having those people and knowing how to tell, like when we get in the car, that's like me and Lau lose like space to talk. Do you know what I mean? But we get in the car and it's kind of like, how far, bro? It's never that like moist type of thing. Like, bro, how's your mental health?
How you feeling, bro?
You know what I mean? It's kind of like how far. It's kind of like, yeah, bro, it's wild, or it's good. Like everything's calm, everything's good. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like we're boys, especially,
We have our way.
we have our way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We have our way.
But it took me a long time to find my way.
Yeah.
I say that. Because I was never the type to talk about my feelings at all.
Do you feel like it's that? Obviously, do you know everyone knows? Like, do you feel like it's that whole like I'm a man, so I just gotta be.
It was.
Be.
Do you know what? I think I'll be honest, in my house I don't talk to anybody just because I don't want to be a burden.
Oh yeah, that's another one. That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
I just kind of sort my like, you know what?
That's
Especially my mom, do you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? Take care of the girls.
Yeah.
I'll take care of myself.
yeah,
I'm alright.
But it's that whole African type of culture thing there, bro. That's just so.
it's backwards.
Yeah.
Very backwards.
I think I don't know if I said this to you guys, yeah. I was talking to I think it was Shekinah. Yeah, it was Shekinah, and we were talking about like I think us here, our problems are different than our parents.
And they had when they were on.
So like for them, their mentality was probably like survival mode. Do you get what I
Shake
mean?
it off.
Yeah, shake
Keep
it off.
going.
Like I don't have time. Sorry, I don't have the luxury of taking care of my mental health because I need to provide for my children and I need to get through this week or this month or this year, whatever it was. Us, bro, go to college, finish college, you get a job. Like you, like
The system set up for you.
yeah, majority, like most of your life is kind of it's good.
Everything's kind of given to you.
Yeah,
in a sense, you know
everything's
what I mean?
like, do you know what I mean? You can do things for yourself and you'll be all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, where
Our,
does-
our problems are a lot deeper. They're like more like, do you know what I mean? They're not so much. You're not trying to survive for the most part.
Yeah, because listen, we all
kind of
we have a roof over our heads.
Yeah.
We all get paid monthly.
Yeah.
We have clothes. We can have food.
Bro, we are walking around with €1,000 phones in our pockets. Like, do you know what I mean?
Max,
So like,
everything. But our parents, and you have to like give them some credit as well, because to come to this country and to make something of themselves,
It's not easy
it's
for
not
them. It's not easy
at
for
all.
them because they, like, as you were saying, rightly so. It's like it's a survival type of thing on their side. You lot hear that, yeah?
it's annoying me.
I don't know what sound that is, but anyways, it's a survival type of thing on their side, and I feel like, that's why we have to cut them some slack.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, they actually like, bro, everything that we have right now, yeah,
Like they blow us here.
and every mentality that we have, the good side of the things, yeah, like they did that for us, and so I give them the props. But like, I appreciate a parent who can say, okay, I know, no, like my mom, she never got no conversation. Remember, I told you last week
Yeah.
that her mom had lost 10 kids, so she said she never saw her mom smile.
So she doesn't have a foundation.
Of how to parent nicely or in a good way. All she got was the belt every time she did something wrong, or if it was presumed that she did something wrong.
Yeah.
So now for her to say at 12 years old, my mom, all she would do before I was 12, all she would do, and did anything wrong, she beat me. Fam, in church, my mom would pull me to the toilet mid service, whip me, and then go back to the front.
At least your mom did your own in private. That was public humiliation. Fam.
For real.
But you know what I mean? Like it was that till 12, and then she sat me down and said, "My mom never spoke to me," and I'm thinking of, do you want to pick one of the two? You want me to beat you, or do you want me to speak to you? As a kid, you're gonna choose.
Yeah, don't beat
speak
me.
to me. Don't beat
Yeah.
me. But from that speaking, although she could go for 2 hours, from that speaking we built relationship.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so I feel like if that's one African parent that could do that, I'm sure that the others have capacity to do that.
But here's my thing, right? As much as I commend a lot of our parents for what they've done for us, I don't want to remove the responsibility of parents from them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like as much as you've done all these amazing things, and I'm not trying to belittle these things. Like at the end of the day, I still feel like regardless, like there's still a responsibility on your head. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
The responsibility is to nurture your child, and in this day and age, it means build a relationship. So I feel like that should be the primary goal, by all means necessary. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And I just feel a lot of parents, because they don't want to pay attention to the emotional aspect of their children. Yeah. And like, I'm not speaking about me. Do you know, this isn't my, but like, you know, from conversation with your friends and stuff like that. Like, do you ever talk to your mom about anything? What you mean talk to my ma?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So like, there's a responsibility there, and I think that falls on the parents.
100%.
It does. Like,
Do you think they didn't get that kind of affection from their parents as well? So it just passed on.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what
It's
that's
just passed
majority
on.
of the time. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I know how to deal with children, so that's how I'm gonna deal with my children. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was dealt with. That's how I'm gonna deal with.
And for them, it's like, oh well, I turned out okay.
Yeah,
So it must
right. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You must turn out okay.
Well,
You're doing well.
Exactly. Well, we're really in a different space, especially with social media and even just being in Europe. Yo, do you know what I mean? Like, we're Africans that are European. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Irish for that matter. Do you know what I mean? So it's a little bit of a different dynamic, and you need to start trying to understand it. It's like the whole thing with church. Like, we want all different nations in the church, but you're speaking in Yoruba for your songs.
You're
You know what
looking
I'm
at white people every time they walk into your church,
And
as if they're alien.
You got Gele on every weekend. Do you know? And it's kind of like, you know,
like,
how you
the environment you've cultivated just
exactly. It's not conducive.
Yeah, it's not conducive. Yeah.
But real talk was as in terms of like, not even rounding up. Like, where's actually your head space at, like, in your life right now? That's a deep question.
No, I was talking to someone about this a few days ago. I feel like I'm more focused on myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I just went away just to rejuvenate, to be honest. Because, man, I feel like I've just been going with life.
Yeah.
Just rolling with what do you call it, that thing? But just rolling with life.
Is it with the wind?
I don't want to flop, so I just said that thing. Yeah, just rolling, like, just living life as it comes.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm more focused. I know what I want now. Like, and I have goals set in place and ways to achieve it as well.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm.
So
at.
would you be like in a good space?
In
a positive space.
In a better. I was in a like really bad space before even.
Yeah.
But like I'm in a better place.
You're in a focus zone.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear that as well. I'm sure people that like are listening or watching us know exactly what that means. I think for me, boys, the last since we came back from Belfast,
The 2 weeks 2 weeks haven't been good to you,
bro.
honest.
It's been so rough, man.
Especially last week.
And on one side, right, I think I felt like it was a spiritual attack, but on another side, whether it's a spiritual attack or not, or whatever it is, I felt, along with all the things that were happening, there was a lot of things I had to do.
Yeah. So like life was moving on. You still have to live the life.
Too quickly.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And for you, yeah, you have like responsibilities as well.
Right. Do you
Like,
know what I mean?
there's no hiding place.
Right.
basically.
So I'm like 2 weeks ago, I took like 2 weeks off of open circle.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't stop. I was doing so many things, and it's just like I feel honestly, I feel like this is bad to even say it, but I feel like I'm about to crash because it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Like I'll take a holiday, but I'm still working.
You need to find a way to stop.
Don't know how to, bro.
You just don't.
But that's what I'm saying. There's too much responsibility.
Delegate.
Yeah. Because was it what Mike told and his wife? They just went away for
6
like
weeks, yeah.
6 weeks.
yeah.
Because the thing is like you're aware that you might crash.
Yeah.
If you don't try to stop it before you do crash, you'll be so much harder to get up. That's just the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's just the
That's
truth.
true.
This one is one for off air.
That's See, Africans just love doing that. he does kiss that.
Bro, it means so much.
It's like,
That is deep. Oh.
it's deep.
It means so
Wait,
much.
it's like you say you did something stupid.
Like, bro, it's a whole language in itself. It's like a word.
100%.
It's a word, bro.
Apart from that, yeah, away from that, with ourselves, right? And I kind of mentioned with the boys, like, yeah, but even girls listen to, because like we spoke about like sexual abuse and stuff like that, yeah. And pardon me, yeah, when I say that the sexual abuse thing, the racism thing, the whatever it is, it seems it's not a trend, but it seems like sometimes, right? Not from the person who's gone through it, because the person who has gone through it deals with it every single day.
Yeah.
But like on a social
Socially,
media,
yeah.
social media type of thing, or socially,
It's a topic.
It's a topic of discussion
conversation,
for 1 week or 2 weeks, or whatever it is.
And then you move
And
on.
it's like, do you feel like we have those avenues, especially as like boys and girls,
No.
to, you know what I mean, constantly? Yeah, we don't, innit?
Maybe your friendship circles.
But I think
But that's not enough.
that whole burden thing you lot spoke about is massive, because, bro, deep it, if I come out to you about my mental health or my abuse or the racism that still affects me today, once I come out to you once, I feel like I've given you my whole load, innit?
And do you know what as well?
And then I'm dealing with it 4 weeks later. I feel like I've already said that to him, so
I
go
don't wanna
back.
go back,
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's not even like releasing it now. There's the problem. It's kind of like being constantly
Like a
monitored.
pain now.
Yeah, I'm a pain in the ass
You're
now.
a
Do you know
pain
what I
now.
mean?
Do you know, as well as that, and I know you know about this, right? You have a few people, and I have a few people that would always come to me and talk to me about their problems.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're not only carrying the burden of yourself alone, you're carrying the burden of someone that just dumped their life on their shoulder, and someone that just dumped their, and bro, you're just like, whoa, it's getting heavy, fam.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
I don't think we're made for that.
I think we
For
are.
what?
To be carrying people's burdens. I don't think we are.
Like, not everyone is as strong as the next person.
That's true.
Not everyone's as strong as it. And you know that whole building thing. That old building thing.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said brother.
Yeah, that's why I didn't hear
Oh,
you.
dude. Oh, sorry, I have a speech defect. You see the old birdie thing. The old birdie thing, yeah. I think it's maybe not responsibility per se as a friend to let the person deal with the problem know that you can come to me anytime you want and actually mean it. Because there's a lot of people that say but actually don't mean it.
That isn't enough, though. I've realized that.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's not enough. Sometimes I find myself reaching out to people.
What do you mean?
Just like if I came to you now and goes, yo, Laulu, you can speak to me whenever you want. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, no, that's why I say let them know that you mean it.
But I mean it. When I just said it to you, I was being dead ass serious. If you call me, I'll pick up your phone. Doesn't mean anything.
Or like if someone said that to you,
yeah,
you want.
no, but even I just said it to you.
Yeah.
I just said, yo, bro, if you ever need anything,
Or you
call
feel
me.
that I won't come.
You won't.
You won't.
I hear you. But
Most people
But
won't.
some people say and they don't give a toss.
True.
They just say because it's the right thing to say at the time.
True.
Because
true.
I know
That's
when I say it, I actually mean it.
Yeah.
I've reached out to people on social media before, and I'm like, they put up a story that's troubling. I'm like, here's my number. Call me if you want to talk.
Yeah.
No, see when
Do you get what I mean?
I heard that. But let me tell you one thing that happened, boys, yeah? That, like, really just kind of, like, I start understanding that I need to start protecting my
Your own headspace.
headspace
Yeah.
and just kind of my time. I start valuing my time because people will waste your time, bro, when you make yourself available like that sometimes,
true.
right? And also depends on who you say that to. Because I remember there's one person who's talking about suicide, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
And I kind of like, yo, I was frightened. I said, yo, please. I'm sending like messages like, please don't do this, please.
joke,
blah, blah,
innit?
blah. It wasn't even a joke. All these things, like, yeah, and she's saying all these things, and I just kind of like, yo, you could call me, blah, 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 blah. And then, so it's just so annoying, right? Because I proper, like, that whole night, I felt like I was like, oh my God, like, please stay on the line. Don't kill yourself, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And then, I just find out later that she was, it wasn't even like a joke. It was just kind of like, she was trying to see who cares about her.
That's a joke, man. That'll piss me off.
Yo, like, what?
Like I even when someone put up on their story crying, like I've had it up or like I can't take it anymore, and just the exact same, like just to see who texts her.
Just attention seeking. That's all it is. That's all that is.
Like you want attention. Yeah, maybe you're even going to someone in your life that's not that, and you just want to talk to someone, but that's not the way to go about it. Because when I found out, I was raging.
That's attention. Should I
So
tell you why?
pissed, bro.
Because I'm sure her phone was buzzing.
Yeah, right. And so it's like, oh man, all these people care about me. Like, and see, not to say that some people do that, and it's a genuine cry for help.
Yeah.
And they probably just don't want to tell you, so they probably say that they're just trying to. Do you know what I mean? There could be that aspect of it too, but I've seen it. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen people lie about losing loved ones. I've seen people lie about having cancer.
What?
Yeah, fam. Do you know what I mean? It's just wild.
That's crazy.
It's wild, and it's kind of like,
Clout is a drug, fam.
right? Do you just
Honestly.
like how deprived of attention are you that you want? Like, if do you know what I mean? You go that deep to get
Attention.
from someone who doesn't like. I'm not gonna say people don't care, but people don't really care that much. Do you know what I mean? You just care enough for care enough
for you not to take your life.
Take your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
Like
say?
I don't care about you that much, but just don't take your life.
Do you know what I mean?
Because that would be on them. Like,
Yeah.
they don't want to carry that burden.
So crazy. Boys, I remember, oh my God, there's so many stories coming back up to my head. Kind of back on that, like, sexual abuse thing, right? Yo, I remember some girl told me this. Yo, she was drunk, so she probably doesn't even know she said this to me. And she said, she was crying. She goes, oh, why did they do that? Why did they do that? I was just, I don't know how she was. I think she was like 8 or something, 8, 9. She goes, I was just 8, I was just 9, or whatever it is. Why was my dad watching?
What?
Wow.
I said, you. Did you know what you just said? She's crying, bro. And then, like, bro, deep it, we never spoke about it ever again.
Jesus. Bro, like, how do you bring that up in conversation?
That's what I was just about to say.
How do you mention that to someone? Like,
I She probably thinks about that every day, you know.
You know what I mean? And probably seeing your dad every other day. It's kind of like,